Oh no, we good, we good. Yo, good morning, big steppers. Welcome to Get the Stepping with S2. I'm your host S2, and we about to get the stepping, get the stepping, get the stepping. Hey, and we getting the stepping on the special Bengals Sunday. But Bengals aside, wanted to get on here and discuss this. We heard cats and ducks are being eaten in Springfield, Ohio. So I just wanted to get on here and discuss this with you guys and really just unpack it. So I think the first thing that's really helpful to discuss and see is where is Springfield, Ohio even at? So tuned in. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, so I'm familiar with the Ohio area. And Springfield, Ohio is right here. You like, where's right here, right? Now, right here is just outside of Dayton, Ohio. Just outside of Dayton, Ohio. So Springfield, Ohio is about 20 minutes outside of Dayton. This is Dayton. And this is Springfield, Ohio. And in relation to Cincinnati, where I'm from, right here, Dayton's about 40 minutes away from Cincinnati. So this Springfield, Ohio thing is pretty close to where I'm from, is what I'm saying. So growing up, I went to school kind of near that area, and there were a few Haitians, not a big Haitian community. I think it's helpful for us to really just get right into it. But of course, this all came from J.D. Vance, the Trump vice president running mate. He said some things first, and then Trump later said some things on the debate stage. So here we go. Let's take a look at what was being said, and we'll get right into the action today. You know what I'm saying? Right into the action. All right. So what was being said, and let's see. Ooh. Here we go. All right. So I think we all remember this, watching the debate when Trump talked about he said a lot of other things. We're going to rewind it back a little bit, and then we're going to stop it when he gets to the point of talking about the ducks and stuff being eaten. All right, let's get into it. And as always, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Go ahead and leave a like for the algorithm, boost us up. And let's go ahead and get into this.
Thank you. President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond.
Let me just ask, though, why did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so, that would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border?
First, let me respond as to the rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do
My boy took that rally line personal, didn't he?
go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there, and then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a failing nation.
Oh, man. Hold on one second, big steppers. All right, we good.
And it happened 3.5 years ago. And what's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dog.
Here we go. All right, here we go. Let's rewind it back a little bit.
Or three, just to go into another subject, what they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As far as rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's a very simple phrase, make America great again. She's destroying this country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
But the people on television saying their
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris, I'll let you.
So I thought that was crazy because you saw that the guy was like, there's no evidence of that. There's no evidence of that. For one, there wasn't really his place to say there's no evidence of that. There's no evidence of that, in my opinion, because we heard it for a reason. If he's saying it, they try to make him seem like he was crazy, right? So one of my favorite YouTube channels and one of my favorite things to do for real is just watch videos on YouTube. So I actually saw this video pop up a couple of days ago. Not with this dude. It was this video right here. And remember, he said there was no evidence of it. Oh, here we go. All right. So I saw this video pop up and I like watching this dude videos. So we're about to react to this. And he does a good job at kind of showing both sides of things and kind of just showing what's really going on, as opposed to the news and the moderators in a debate who basically said it just wasn't happening, which is crazy because it's obviously something happening if there's enough reports talking about it. Something got to be happening. That's all I'm saying.
They took me off of, I'm a vet. They took me off of the disability.
Don't wave at me, you sorry fucking sand.
There was Haitians in a white van driving around the neighborhoods, collecting cats, skinning them and eating them.
In my opinion, they're worthless. Bunch of worthless.
Now, I want y'all to get to kind of, like I said, that's why I did the backstory as far as where is Springfield, Ohio, because I kind of wanted y'all to see where it's at in relation to the city. So when you go to Cincinnati, that's primarily black. When you go to Dayton, it depends, right? So Dayton is different. Dayton is it's almost like some trailer park community, not the good trailer park. It's like trailer park trash type stuff, but I ain't trying to call the people in there like that. But some parts of Dayton is kind of like that. And then the kind of towns when you get further out, like a Springfield or something like that, is it's really it is that trailer park middle country type stuff. And it's crazy because Ohio, I didn't know that. When I was in Ohio, I was raised in Cincinnati. So once I grew up, I went to I'll say a different area that was about, out. It was in the outskirts of the city, like a suburbs or whatever. That's why I went to high school or whatever. So before even knowing about that suburb or that area, I always thought of Cincinnati as the city, right? So I thought of Ohio as a city state. But then I ended up going to college, and I went to college out in Bowling Green. Bowling Green is let me actually show y'all real quick. So Bowling Green in relation to this whole area, because the demographics, that's what I'm trying to show y'all, because the different this dude that you see on the screen right here is kind of typical to be seen in that town, but at the same time it's a little bit different. So the demographics of how far Bowling Green is away from Springfield, Ohio is here. So mind you, Springfield, Ohio, Dayton, and Cincinnati. So you got Cincinnati right up in here, Dayton, Springfield, Ohio. So Kings Island, outskirts of the cities, suburbs, right? So then when you get up in Dayton, it's it's a city, but it ain't a good city. It's they try to make a come up. I can't say that. And then depending on what parts, if you go to this part of Dayton, Beaver Creek, Kettering, all that stuff right there is really nice. But the inside of Dayton is not nice. It's ran down. That dude that you saw on the screen, that's about the people you get going to Middletown, Miamisburg, and Springfield, Ohio type stuff, right? And Troy, all that kind of stuff. So then, and when I talk about Bowling Green, Ohio, that is right here. So my point is, I didn't have a clue about this side of Ohio until I really got into college. So when I was in high school, that was my first time seeing, suburbs of Ohio, kind of just quiet, real quiet, nothing really to do out there except, not good things really. But that being said, Bowling Green is like flatland. Findlay, all of this type of stuff up in here, Arlington, it's just like flat land. There's nothing to do out there. Like the area that's the outskirts of Cincinnati, that area is like nice. You still got nice houses and nice stuff. Out here, there's some nice stuff. I guess you can say that, but it's like small towns. It's like when you think about like the KKK or stuff like that, like this is where you would think about they would be coming up at, right? So Bowling Green, this is where I went to school at. This is like literally just a college town. The only thing that make this a town is the college. If it wasn't for the college, it would look like this right here, which is about 40 minutes away. Whatever. I didn't think that serious. I kind of want to find it, but it's something like this, right? Just it's really small stuff. And then the next actual big city is Toledo, which Toledo is a nicer area than Dayton. All right, so now that you got a little bit of the graphics figured out about this area, let's get back to it as far as the people. So the people that we see here, jeez. Yo, my bad, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Getting this together. All right, here we go.
They're getting thousands of dollars in government assistance, even the cash assistance cards. They're calling them the magic money cards because they never run out.
So don't look at these people like they're racist. Like these ain't, that's what I mean. Like they're not right. Like this is just how they look out there.
Managers are nothing but a headache. All they're doing is raising our rent and our taxes and wrecking vehicles.
Everybody wants to.
That's the thing. I want to make that clear because you're seeing a bunch of white people. So you might be like, it's just a racist. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't that. It really is not that. Like the people in Dayton, Ohio are not racist. That's what I can say. I mean, I ain't gonna say like there's racism everywhere, but I'm just saying just because they might look like it's just a racist city, it's not a racist city. So like the Haitians, they are black, but there can be truth to what they're saying. It's not just on the race thing out here.
Into a race issue. It's not a race issue. It's
I swear to God, I haven't watched this yet, so I didn't even know she was about to say that. That's crazy.
It's accountability and run out.
Managers are nothing but a headache. All they're doing is raising our rent and our taxes and wrecking vehicles.
Everybody wants to make this into a race issue. It's not a race issue. It's culture, it's accountability, and it's respect.
Since June, they took me off of, I'm a vet. They took me off of the disability.
You're a veteran and you're...
Oh, hold up. Real quick. Almost. Oh, son. All right, we straight.
Eating with some of the resources they're getting. It just came in here.
Yeah.
I need some solutions. I'm losing my mind.
This is Springfield, Ohio. What was once a small town in Ohio home to roughly 60,000 working-class Americans until 20,000 plus Haitian immigrants flooded into town with rumors of them eating the neighbors' cats and local geese.
What did you do?
And shout out again to the content creator Tyler Oliveira. This guy make real good content. Like I would have watched this video like just on some chilling stuff. So I'm just want to watch it with the steppers. Y'all saying, appreciate y'all tuning in. Go ahead and leave a like for the algorithm. Let's rock out.
Why'd you kill the cat? Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? How are you killing?
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
And causing car accidents left and right, and driving locals out of their homes by paying above-market rental prices with welfare subsidized by the American taxpayer. Are these Haitians eating cats? How did they travel 2,000 plus miles from Haiti all the way to Ohio? And do the locals and their new Haitian neighbors get along? I pulled up to Springfield myself to see if this was real or overblown fake news.
A lot of this is alleged because I truly don't know what's going on, and neither does Twitter. Twitter is relying off of a few images and a few Reddit threads, and there are rumors that Haitians are taking neighbors' cats and eating them. Are you from Haiti by chance? Yeah. Does everyone get along here in Springfield?
Yes.
Good?
Good. Motherfuckers are worthless. Bunch of worthless sand. Yeah.
When did the Haitian neighbors come and move here?
I'm going to say probably 5 months ago.
Okay. I spoke to a few of them in French.
They're everywhere. They're up there. Don't wave at me, you sorry sand. I tell them like it is. Fuck, man, I don't like them. I don't like them, and I want them to know I don't like them. Pack up and move back to Haitieville, wherever the fuck you're from.
Why did you come here to Springfield?
Said Haitieville, bro. Wait a minute. Yo, like... Yo, that was kind of funny. All right, let me chill. I'm over here snorkeling. Hey, all right. We're gonna play this, and like I said, keep in mind that just I gave y'all the graphic breakdown because bro looked like a born bred racist. Like he looked like just a flat out KKK leader, right? But I'm just trying to like let y'all know, like, no, that's how people really look out there, and it's not that they're racist, like, and that's just how that town lives. That's how it look out there, all right?
Field.
Vim de Springfield pour me vir travailler, me chercher uma vie meilleure. Moi c'est haïtien.
Okay.
Raison ça que vim de Springfield.
Okay. Do you plan on living here for much longer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard there were rumors of Haitians eating the neighbor's cats and a Canadian goose. Is that true or completely false?
Non,
No?
non, moi pas.
Okay.
Pas au courant de ça.
Okay.
Pas di bagay mais moi pas au courant. Et tout m'pa kwe ça tout.
Okay.
M'pa kwe ça tout. Peut-être mon qui doit avoir un problème d'éducation qui fait le faire ça mais m'pa kwe. C'est vraiment difficile pour ça t'arriver.
Okay.
We've lost.
So here's the thing, though. You got bro right there. He like, I don't believe that. I don't believe it because maybe that ain't his thing, right? So I'm not saying right now, I don't know either. But I can say, just like anybody else is watching this, you've seen stuff online that make you believe that might be the case. Like you saw that woman, she was sitting there with a cat and she like choked out the cat. And it was a black woman that came in and was like, yo, like, so my point is, to him, he like, yo, that's crazy. You just sound crazy. I'm not doing nothing like that. But there also, it may not just be that there are Haitians or that they're just illegal immigrants. Maybe the people that are doing this really got mental problems. You feel me? So maybe it is happening. Maybe it's the people that's doing it got mental problems, and it really don't have nothing to do with the fact that they're just Haitian. You feel me? But well, let's keep watching.
It's a whole bunch of cats. There was a van pulled over that had over 100 cats in it with the Haitians. They said they was eating them.
Actually?
Yeah.
Not fake news.
Not fake news.
So a van was collecting cats and eating them.
I watched it happen, yeah. Watched them get pulled over with the cats and admit to the police that they was eating them.
You're not joshing with me.
No, I'm almost 50 years old, buddy. No.
You don't mess around.
No.
Twitter is saying the Haitians are eating cats and can't drive. Is that true? True or no?
No.
No? Okay.
I believe it. Like, I've heard rumors about them taking the geese and killing them and eating them, so I try to stay clear away because I've even heard about them eating the eggs over there, so I'm like, okay, that's kind of disturbing. They not.
There he is. This is your guy right here?
Yes.
Okay.
So far, so good. I haven't had no issues, but they kind of know us.
And are they chill?
They're all right, I guess. I don't pay no mind to them.
You know, and they're everywhere. They take our freaking apartments. The landlords make the people move out so they can rent to the Haitians to get more money. You know, it's bullshit. You know, you go to the grocery store, there's no fucking grocery because, you know, they give them $3,000 a fucking month plus food stamps. I'm an American, just like you.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers come from Haitianville.
Wait, bro's not capping. He's not Wait, hold up. So I want to show y'all something real quick. Bro's actually not capping about that because I just saw this thing right here and it's really crazy. I know y'all about to be like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Stop stopping it. I ain't meaning to keep stopping it. I want to show y'all this because it's actually, it brought some context for me only because we sit back and we see, you know what I'm saying, this side of it, but there's another side to the story. And that side to the story is right here. So, all right, here. So check this out.
Spreading that Haitian immigrants in Ohio. You might have seen these unfounded accusations that J.D. Vance and others are spreading.
Traditional media, right? This is more traditional media right here.
That Haitian immigrants in Ohio are killing ducks and people's cats for food. Now, there is no evidence this is happening. Local officials tell us they've received no reports of this. So what's going on here? Springfield, Ohio, a city that used to have a declining population, has in recent years seen an over 20% population boom, and that has largely been driven by the arrival of Haitian immigrants. So producer Mary Fecto and I recently went and did a story. Lukens Merzus is one of those Haitians, and he told us that he made the very difficult decision to leave.
Yo, my bad.
Leave his home country because his country is imploding. Haiti is in political crisis. Its president was assassinated a few years ago. Armed gangs now patrol the streets of Port-au-Prince, and tens of thousands of Haitians have been forced to flee their homes. Many came to the U.S. and were granted what's called temporary protected status, which means they're here legally, they're not being threatened with deportation, and they are allowed to work. One local employer, Jamie McGregor, who's the CEO of McGregor Metals,
So they're here legally and they're allowed to work. So they're not technically illegal immigrants. We're saying many of them. So some of them might be illegal. You know how that works, right? One get in legally, another one like, bro, you can stay with me. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But that being said, that's pretty much how that's working. But that being said, the government giving them those temporary work permits, more than most likely, they also giving them some kind of benefits, which is crazy to me. Again, because you got people coming in that's been here, excuse me, that don't qualify for certain kind of benefits. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Rolls told us about 10% of his workforce is Haitian, about 30 workers. He says he wished he had 30 more, describing them as diligent, hardworking, no drama.
It's kind of like how it's kind of like people describe Mexicans or like Hispanics, right? Come in illegal or whatever the immigrants, because immigrants, they coming in from, as you just saw, a war-bound country. So when they come in here to the United States, they got nothing but opportunity. They excited to come here. You feel me? So they're going to, of course, give 110% effort for a job that somebody that lives here may recognize that it's not worth it. And so they may feel that it's not worth it to them because it may be just a stepping stool job. But for them, they just came from the trenches. So to spend 12 hours in the factory, that's a blessing. So it's a different kind of mentality there. I get it. I feel it.
This isn't to say that the Haitians' arrival has been totally smooth. The mayor of Springfield is Rob Rue, and he told us that the city's services and infrastructure have been stressed. The local schools have seen a quadrupling in the number of students who need English language help. The local health center spends hundreds of thousands of dollars in translation services, and the fire and EMS departments are seeing rising numbers of calls. But what really brought the issue to a head was a terrible accident that happened last year.
Right now, multiple law enforcement agencies are on the scene of a deadly school bus crash.
A Haitian driver without a U.S. license hit a school bus and injured several children and killed 11-year-old Aiden Clark. After that accident, anger at the Haitian community in Springfield erupted. At city commission meetings, people vented their fury.
The majority of the Haitians here are low-skilled and they're illiterate.
Some people made overtly racist comments about the Haitians. Others accused city officials and the mayor of actively inviting and encouraging more and more Haitians to come to Springfield.
Was that racist? If she said a majority of the workers that come here are unskilled and illiterate, I don't think that's racist. If that, I mean, of course, you don't know that to be true, right? But if she means by illiterate that they don't understand English, then she's probably not lying. And as far as skill set, I mean, Haiti's not the most advanced economy, so whatever. That's why sometimes, like I said, these media sites, when you recognize when you being pandered to, as far as, you know, the media sites, whatever, different. They both sides of it, just Republican and Democrats. They just say certain words to try to like flare up stuff. They should really watch that, but they don't care. They do it on purpose.
Springfield. William Monaghan runs a Facebook group in Springfield that's become a kind of a clearinghouse for concerns about the Haitians. And we sat down with William and a group of people from that group, and they argue that their criticisms of this circumstance have nothing to do with race. They say that rents in the city have gone up, insurance rates have gone up, they don't feel safe on the streets or in the stores. They say that reckless driving and car accidents have gone up, and they argue that local officials simply brush their concerns aside. We also spoke with a man named Viles Dorsonville. He runs a local community organization that helps Haitians integrate. And he says on one hand, it's understandable that so many new arrivals who don't speak English into an established community could cause conflict. But he says the vast majority of Haitians he has worked with simply want to integrate, work hard, raise their families, and live in peace.
And that's the whole good apples and bad apples. I don't doubt that there's a lot of Haitians out there that just want to, like he said, just come over here, live, work, and just live in peace. Because in Haiti, like, stuff wild in Haiti. I looked into it because I looked into traveling to the Dominican Republic. And like the Dominican Republic and Haiti, they're like two sides of the island. And it's crazy because, you know, Dominican Republic is Hispanic and then Haiti is like, I guess they're Haitian, but like they look like of African descent. But, you know, they look like two different people, but they're on the same island, separated by like a mountain. So all of that being said, like a mountain, small mountain range, or like a forest, something like that. Look into it. But all of that being said, the interesting part is Haiti is so underdeveloped compared to Dominican Republic, because Haiti, like the power and the wealth all went to like a select few, like a not a dictatorship, but like an oligarchy type stuff, or maybe like a dictatorship. But what I'm saying is they ended up taking all the wealth and they didn't really provide other people wealth. So there's a lot of people out there working for free, and the government just takes everything out there. And it's not really a set government, like a set government system. Whereas in the Dominican Republic, there is. So there's a lot of people that's coming over just looking for a better life. But there's a lot of discrimination that happens to the Haitians as far as being able to go to the Dominican Republic. Like like they're literally on the same island. They're like right here next to each other. The people from Haiti can't go to the Dominican Republic to live, to escape Haiti. Like they kick them out. Like they can't go there to escape Haiti. If they do go there, they want to go there illegally, or they probably got to have some money and a whole bunch of stuff. But the point is, Dominican Republic does its best to keep the people from Haiti out because there's a whole bunch of racism and stereotypes that go along with them. But all of that being said, I'm sure there's a lot of Haitians that are coming here just for a better life. But then you got a few that are coming here and maybe they want a better life too, but they also just not willing to adapt to the society, right? So let's keep watching. Let's keep watching.
But he says it's understandable that not everyone sees it that way. And so it's in that environment, in the middle of a heated presidential campaign, that this inflammatory accusation that Haitians are stealing people's pets for food gets aired.
Oh, this picture got me so weak.
And gets spread across the internet. J.D. Vance put out a statement today stating that his office had received numerous complaints of this happening, but he acknowledged that they all could turn out to be rumors. Again, the police in Springfield have said that there has been no uptick in crime related to the Haitians, and very specifically, no reports they've received of people's pets being abducted.
All right, so he also said in the beginning that Springfield population influx, it was down. The population, amount of people coming was lower than the amount of people leaving. Or yeah, basically. So the Haitians have added a lot of population to the community, which should stimulate the economy out there. So that's the idea of why, the Haitians are good for the community. And also the Haitians are coming because they want better opportunity. And I haven't got to like the specific reason why they're going to Springfield, Ohio, but I imagine it's because, like you said, there was a population was dying. Now you get some immigrants in there, they boost your economy up. All right, now let's go back and Ohio. All right, let's go back and finish this off now.
Wherever they're from, and they get everything. They get medical care paid and everything. It's bull.
Where are they getting the money?
The government. They said it's a fucking program for them to
for like migrants, like asylum seekers.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're like roaches, man.
Yeah, I get along with them as long as I don't go pulling.
Right, that was racist. I don't care what you said. That was right. That right there was racist. All right.
They're crazy machetes when they're out mowing their grass with it.
Have they brought out machetes?
Oh yeah, that's how they trim their yard. They
actually.
Yeah, it surprised me they let them all.
I'm not sure if that's true or not.
In, but I think that if they're going to come in, they should be legal and not illegal. And I don't see why they're giving them all this money and everything like that when our people are the ones suffering for all this for them coming in. I'm getting ready to be homeless. They're getting ready to sell my house because of the Haitians.
You think a Haitian will move in?
Yeah, they're coming
wait. Bro just blamed Haitians for the reason why they about to sell his house. Like, all right, some people just get out of hand. All right, so that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna call out craziness when I hear it. I'm gonna call it out.
Day to look at it.
Actually?
Yeah. And when they buy this house, we'll both be out here on the streets. We ain't got nowhere to go. We're on a fixed income.
Are Haitians paying rent? Are they paying their bills? Are they being paid to live here?
They're being paid to live here. I don't see why they'd have to pay rent if they're being paid to be here.
Who's paying them?
The government. Okay. And that's our biggest issue too, is they're taking our schools over and they're running the Americans out of our own countries, it feels like.
This country has gone to hell. 12 motherfuckers live there, and there's another 7 or 8 lives right here in this corner house.
And that door, yeah.
And 4 of them just moved in here. They ain't in there.
Do you think you'll sell the house to a Haitian family one day?
Hell no. I wouldn't give them motherfuckers to sweat off my balls.
Why did he? But he was trying to get a reaction for asking that. That's funny.
Everybody's dying of thirst. I'm for real, man. I am fucking sick of them. I don't give a fuck if they put a Haitian in every fucking house. I'll be the only white person here.
Twitter is saying that Haitians are kidnapping the neighbors' cats and eating them. Is that true or false? I gotta ask the hard questions here.
No.
Bro start getting weak.
No.
He's like, no.
Why is everyone coming here?
Haïtien viennent ici pour travailler, mais manger chatte, non. Parce que, non, pas manger chatte, non, chatte, non. Si nous besoin de viande, manger viande, aller dans Walmart, nous acheter.
We go to Walmart. We don't eat cats.
Mais manger chatte haïtien, pas manger chatte.
Okay. Why did you leave Haiti?
Moi, j'ai quitté Haïti parce que dans le moment pays, si on petit gens a un problème politique, des gain des autres qui passé, j'ai juste essayé de quitter jusqu'à ce que ça arrangé pour moi retourner dans le pays.
Barbecue? Civil War?
Moi, par contre, il y a un de monde seulement juste un problème, mais c'est déplacé. Mais par contre, aucun nom de personne soit cap fait ça.
Okay. Okay, so just family and friends told him to come here to Springfield? Could you ask him that?
Yeah, his friend.
I see. Okay. Merci.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't eat cat.
Okay. She clarified, I don't need cat.
See how that trash can is right there?
Right there. Yep.
Okay, every Haitian house you go around, it's honestly filled to the brim. There's trash that leaks out onto the corner everywhere, but we're expected to live.
Hey, hold up. I ain't go cap. I do recognize that. And it depends on the community you go to, but also, bro just said there was like 10 of them living in one house. I'm not going to just say that he's lying. Obviously, he got some, he racist. Like just outside looking in, bro has a clear disdain. Like when Kendrick said he hate Drake, he hate the Haitians. So that being said, I have recognized even just driving through the communities, you know what I'm saying, doing business and with real estate and stuff, when there's a lot of like I'm not, it's gonna sound like, oh, whatever. Forget how it sounds. It's just like really how it is. I say when there's a lot of like illegal immigrants or like low income housing, which most of the time is illegal, like not even black people, right? Because that's what I said. It's a real distinction. You can have a low income housing with black people. There's not going to be like 15 black people. When I say black people, African Americans, there's not going to be like 15 African Americans in like a 4-bedroom house. But when you go to like illegal immigrant low housing, there's like a 4-bedroom house. You're going to have bedrooms in a living room, bedrooms in a dining room, bedrooms that like everywhere is going to be bedrooms. Like there could easily be 10 people living in a 4-bedroom house. So that when that happens, the trash gets overflowed. So that's a real thing.
Clean environment. And then on top of that, with the rise of immigrants and they get assisted living freely, it makes it harder for people like me or somebody.
So another reason I want you to recognize, as far as like what I talked about with Springfield, Ohio, it's Springfield's just outside of Dayton. Dayton is not like a prosperous city too much, right? Like they're in like the middle of before it gets to something good, right? They're like the middle of Columbus and Cincinnati. And that's like a no man's land dang near. But that's why they keep referencing the free income that they're getting. That kind of shows you the kind of town that they live in, right? So it's not like a prosperous town. It's not a prosperous town where everybody got a lot of money. That being said, they mad that some people getting free living while others aren't.
Else who doesn't get assisted living to find affordable housing.
Are they driving the housing costs up around here?
Yeah. Like nobody.
Big time?
Yeah, like.
What are we talking?
Okay. Honestly, in my opinion, it'll be a surprise if I don't get kicked out so they can boost up the rate on this place. They'll probably fix it.
I see.
Get it where it's looking better and boost the rate up on it. They pay $1,200 a month.
How much money does the government give you per month?
Pero el first time me doy como primera vez te pusieron como 500, segunda 300.
Okay. ¿Cuántos Haitians vive aquí en las 2 años?
No tengo un mensual, pero yo nuevo.
Like he keeping a census. But bro, I wonder what he meant by it. He said the first time 500 and second time 300. Maybe they got him on like a program where like you got 3 months until you get 3 months to receive government assistance until you have to find a job. Maybe that it makes sense, right? Because it's a transition. So maybe it's that transition. Hey, we give you government assistance for 3 months. And, you know, by that 3rd month, you need to have a job or you're going to be in violation of your temporary work permit, something like that. I can see that that's being a real thing. Like that actually makes sense. So I'm just saying it's not a crazy thing. It makes sense. Now, is it right, wrong? I mean, this is America. Like, I mean, I read a comment earlier and they talked about, I'm not about to go into that anymore. Let's just keep watching.
Okay. ¿De dónde eres?
En Haití.
Haiti?
Sí.
¿Cuántos meses?
He said Dondes Aries. Do they speak? Oh, wait a minute. That's what I was just telling you. Haiti and Dominican Republic Dominican Republic, they right on the same island. Like they literally right on the same. So I thought Haitians spoke Creole because they got Haitian Creole and then they got Louisiana Creole. I just figured it out like a month ago. I didn't know that. They got Louisiana Creole, then they got Haitian Creole. But wait a minute. He said Dondes Aries. Dondes Aries mean like, where are you from? Dondes Aries is Hispanic. So maybe they speak a little, or is Creole a mixture of, I gotta look this up. I'm looking it up. If you know what Creole is watching this, like drop a comment. Let me know if Creole includes Hispanic language. Let me know.
Vive aquí.
Tengo 2 meses.
¿Dos?
Sí.
Did anyone tell you to come here to Springfield, Ohio?
Sí.
Did a friend tell you to come move here for a job? How did you learn about Springfield?
Yo tengo mi padres por ahí.
Okay. How much is it to rent an apartment here in Springfield? How much do you pay for rent?
Pero todavía yo no pagué, pero yo vivo con mi padre, mensual cada mes 700.
Is anyone eating cats out here?
No.
Okay. Falso. Falso información. Okay. Do you know many other Haitians here?
Yes.
Yeah? Big community?
Yes.
Okay. And why are so many Haitians coming here to Springfield in particular?
Apri la Haitien vini sit lan, c'est parce que yo di sit lan gen job Haitien depuis le vini.
So here's my thing. I just explained to y'all. Springfield is like 20 minutes outside of the major city. The major city close to Springfield is Dayton. Dayton is not a big city as it is. Dayton, in relation to the cities in Ohio, you got like your big 4 cities, which is Cincinnati. Well, Columbus is the capital of Ohio, right? So Columbus is the quote unquote biggest. It is the biggest. It's like Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland. It might be Cleveland and Cincinnati, but we're gonna say Cincinnati, Cleveland. So Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Toledo, Akron, and Dayton is a small town. Like it's a small town is what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not like you're coming here available to work. Like there's so much opportunity in Dayton, Ohio. Like there's not that much opportunity in Dayton, Ohio. So they really wild and keep saying this is crazy. But maybe there's more businesses moving there. You know, so I'm trying to like stay in the middle here. I'm trying to like figure out because there's 2 sides to the coin. So I'm trying to just I ain't really trying to figure out which side. You feel me?
L'autre Haïtien qui vini. C'est raison ça qui fait pile Haïtien vini ici.
Okay. Thank you. Also, if you want to support our boots on the ground, independent journalism that is not bought and paid for by corporate interests, along with uncensored early access to all my videos before.
Make sure y'all subscribe to this guy.
Before they go up on YouTube, and exclusive DLC content that YouTube won't let me upload. Go subscribe at patreon.com/Tyler Oliveira for less than $5 a month. How long have subscribe at patreon.com/Tyler Oliveira for less than $5?
Also support mega support again. I'm trying to figure out my Patreon thing. Honestly, I've been trying to because you got YouTube. This is a whole different story for a different day, but I'm going a little bit into it. You got the YouTube membership thing, like the YouTube memberships tiers. And then you have the Patreon aspect of things in which you're going direct to consumer. You get a little bit more percentage with the Patreon stuff, but at the same time with YouTube, it's all under one. But you got to be careful about putting everything under one umbrella, right? For obvious reasons. Biggest reasons, because oftentimes your biggest strength is also your biggest weakness. So if your biggest strength is going to be coming from, you got YouTube income, which at this point you can monetize your YouTube channel like 5 different ways. So you got 5 different income sources tied up in one umbrella. Your biggest asset, your biggest strong suit now becomes your biggest weakness, because if it gets taken away for any reason, then all of your streams of income are now taken away, which is why I'm trying to figure out my Patreon strategy, but that's a different story for a different day. But I like the way you got his set up right here. Let's keep watching.
$5 a month. How long have you lived here?
This.
How much money does the government give you per month?
Non. Avant, oui. Maintenant, non. Non, avant, j'étais con bon pour le moment dans mon travail.
See? That's what I said. You probably got to work like 3 months. Within that 3-month time frame, you got to make sure you have a job by that 3rd month. Because he said my first and then my second. It makes sense. That's what the U.S. government is doing. They're transitioning people over. I mean, hey, props to them, man. I mean, they print money these days, like for real, like whatever. But don't be raising my taxes either, telling me, and it's in the name of doing better for me when you clearly not doing it for me.
Is it true that
when I say me, I mean an American citizen?
Haitians are eating the neighbor's cats?
Oh
no. Información falso?
Well, va connaître ça.
Okay. Do they not collect the trash?
Damn, man, it's like your everyday person is just like, bro, what are you talking about? I mean, of course, there might be some local guys out there, but no.
Chaque lundi, il ramasse pas terre.
Okay. Why did you leave Haiti?
Non, m'a cherché la vie, m'a pas venir ici direct, chercher la vie pour
You
ça.
see the subtle, the subtle. Hold on, wait. Look at this.
Información falso?
Ouais, on va connaître ça.
Okay. Do they not collect the trash?
Chaque lundi, il ramasse.
Remember the lady was talking about how they got all their trash all messed up. And that's what they do. They not collect the trash? He didn't ask like why you got so much trash out. He just said, do they not collect the trash? But each Monday.
Okay. Why did you leave Haiti?
Non, m'a cherché la vie, m'a pas venir ici direct, chercher la vie pour ça, venir ici.
Okay. Merci beaucoup. All right, bye-bye. We got a cat right there, unaffected. He's chilling, not eating.
It's ridiculous. They
Yeah.
can't even take care of the American citizens before they're bringing in waves and waves of immigrants. And then look at it. There's so many people, veterans, mostly white people that are homeless, living on the streets, has nothing to eat. But the
Mostly white people for a few reasons. For one, I told y'all this is like really white America in that little area. Not to say that any of them are racist, because just like it looked like this in Springfield, if you go probably about 15 minutes away from this is that, there's gonna like be a hood. When I say a hood, I mean black people. And it's just gonna be like just a whole bunch of niggas, like just in a like that's just gonna be looking like that, and it's gonna look like them, but it's just gonna be black people. So this is not a racist thing. It's just a matter of that's just how it looks out there.
these people have brand new houses, brand new cars.
She sound like a hater, don't she?
Streets has nothing to eat, but these people have brand new houses, brand new cars. I'm having a hell.
All right, that's what I was about to say. She said mostly white people. Also, there's more white people in America, right? So there's black people make up like 14% of the population. There's more white people in America, so there's going to be more white homeless people. But it's specifically this geographic area. The demographics are mainly white people in like a Dayton, Springfield. I'm hesitant to say mainly white because there is a black side of town. They're just not really showing it in this specific area because there is a difference. Remember, black and Haitian. I'm happy that they're making a distinguishing difference right here, at least. Shit.
All of the time finding a job because they want the Haitian. They're getting thousands of dollars in government assistance. I worked retail before I lost my job back in April. When I do transactions, I can see what comes across on certain cards. I'm not trying to be nosy. I don't want to know what you get.
Yeah,
but when a Haitian
lying, like she lying.
comes through and spends $500 in food stamps and still has $5,000 on their food assistance card.
$5,000?
$5,000. Would you like to know what the Haitians are calling the food assistance cards?
Tell me.
Even the cash assistance cards. They're calling them the magic money cards because they never run out. I'm homeless. I'm jobless. I'm sleeping on friends' couches because I can't get government assistance because I come from the wrong country, apparently.
You all get along out here or what?
We don't socialize with them that much. I mean, they walk up and down the street, they do their little thing. That's it.
They do their thing, we do ours. We don't really mess with those guys.
You know, we keep.
Mike, how long you lived out here in Springfield?
Oh, I've lived in Springfield all my life. I'll be 60 in 2 weeks.
When did all the Haitians come in?
About 5 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
And when they packed, they hit this neighborhood hard.
Why?
Outrageous rent. They went through, they painted them, cleaned them up a little bit, rent them to them, and they pay their rent.
I heard on Twitter that cats are getting kidnapped. Is that true?
Yes, my mom actually.
Y'all, appreciate y'all tuning in. Leave a like for the algorithm. Boost us up. I'm having a fun time. Like I said, I was going to watch this regardless of what. I'm happy to be watching it together. All right, big steppers, let's get stepping.
My mom actually seen a post on Facebook. There was Haitians in a white van driving around the neighborhoods collecting cat.
For what?
Skinning them and eating them. Snyder Park, our actual park. If a Haitian is caught walking the grounds down there, they can get arrested because they're going down there and they're killing the Canadian geese so they can take them home and eat them.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I didn't get Eddie and Goose. Yeah.
We used to have a lot of cats around here, and especially down here at the end of the street, that lady had probably 50 of them. Now she's lucky to have 5. And the geese down at the park, they're declining. So I don't know if they're eating them too. I guess it's supposed to be their natural habitat or something or whatever.
Yeah. Do you think this could come to another American town near you?
I guess this is just what they eat. I don't know.
This come everywhere, man.
Yeah. It's the future of America?
I hate to say it, but probably so. The Mexicans take it up for the blacks, and the blacks taking up for the Mexicans is odd.
Interesting.
My country's going to end.
Mexicans taking up for the blacks, and the blacks taking up for the Mexicans.
I can't wait till Trump gets back in there.
90% of the auto accidents are Haitian involved.
Okay.
And I've almost gotten hit by several of them walking because I walk a lot and they're going the wrong way down one-way streets, and they think they own the streets. And when they got chased out.
All right, so as far as driving, I mean, they are coming from like a whole different country. Like in the Haitians' defense, I'm pretty sure you drive in like a different side of the road. I don't know. I've never been to Haiti, but I've been to like I'm about to say I've been to Mexico. I guess Mexico is nowhere near Haiti. I don't know. Let's keep playing it. I don't know.
He hit the curb. When they got chased out, she heard one of them say it, and it was actually in English.
Look at them just blasted off.
They've knocked down my grandmother's fence.
Yeah.
That brick wall back there, they've drove into it. They've hit cars around here. I mean, they cannot drive. Whoever's giving them driver's license ought to have theirs taken away.
But look, bro has not said Haitians at all. He said they, them, their. Like they got pronouns. That is so. I'm pointing out like that guy's definitely racist.
Every time a country moves into another country, talk about we're taking over, that shit leads to war.
You see how they like right by each other though, like the city, they right by each other. So that's what I'm saying. They got a side of Springfield that's primarily got black people, but you can see they're not putting the Haitians in the black community. They're putting them next to like the clear small town white people, right? Like small town white people. So they probably would have integrated better, but it's different. It's different out there, man. It's really is different. Is if you ever just get a chance, look up Dayton, Ohio, and just look up the history of Dayton, Ohio, and that big city. It's never really been the
100%.
Like when you have the old black dude siding with the old white redneck, and they're talking about joining teams, that's when you know everything is going to go downhill, and it's going to go downhill quick.
Real. We all know about the neo-Nazis just a couple weeks ago being down, and I ain't saying that.
Look, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is where you find this at. Like this side of Ohio, I was never exposed to this growing up. I was in Cincinnati, so once I moved out a little bit, like outskirts of the city, suburbs, somewhat, I was closer to this side of Ohio. But once I grew up and went to school, like I said, in like Bowling Green, then I definitely saw this side of Ohio. And driving through and seeing the Dayton, like I've always been around Dayton, heard of Dayton, but then growing up and seeing the Llamas and the Finleys and like that's real small town Ohio. And then recognizing like, okay, this is what that looks like. So this is what this looks like. And then talking with people and, it's a different kind of experience. Like you would think you were in small town Alabama, living in some of the places out there. It's really crazy.
It's right, and I ain't saying it's wrong, but look, let's think about it. I'm 36 years old, and in 36 years, that's the first time I've ever seen the neo-Nazis rally in our city.
My mom was telling me she was coming home the other night and seeing a carload of Klan members.
Klan members?
Yes.
It's just full-on war going down right now.
That's what it's coming to.
Okay.
And it's all going to be against the same people.
Yo quiero hablar contigo sobre migración de muchas.
So I think it's safe to say that Haitian Creole includes Spanish. It has to.
Haitians a Springfield. ¿Sí posible?
Sí.
¿De dónde eres?
Haití.
Haití. Okay. ¿Cuántos meses vive aquí?
Un mes.
¿Qué es la razón que vive aquí?
No, yo no vivo por acá. Yo tengo sobrino que vive ahí. Yo vengo a visitar.
¿Visitan? ¿Cuántos dólares tú recibes cada mes del gobierno?
No, todavía, porque yo tengo el proceso, pero no me manda todavía. Estoy aquí.
¿Nada? Nada. ¿Cómo es posible que vive en las casas con nada de dinero?
He just said he came to visit. Bro is really reaching. Like he just said he came to visit.
Aquí yo no sabe nada. Yo vine a visitar a una persona. Yo no vivo para acá.
Ok, ¿por qué tú manejas el coche con mucho rápido?
No fui yo que estaba manejando.
Mucho rápido en las streets.
No estaba manejando, es mi primo.
Ok. ¿Es cierto que personas comen los gatos o no?
No sé.
No. Was that cat following him? Like this has been the same cat the whole interview.
Okay, lo siento. Gracias por tu tiempo. I'm trying to interview locals out here and hear their thoughts about the Haitians that have moved in.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I lived here for 24 years.
Yeah.
I lived in LA for 38 years.
Got it.
It is causing probably some problems. I personally noticed it because it took me months on end to find an apartment to live in.
Sure. The available housing supply has gone down and the prices have gone up, or what?
I'm not 100% sure about the prices going up.
This isn't like luxury housing in Springfield, Ohio. Like there's no luxury in Springfield, Ohio when it comes to renting stuff. Like no, maybe in Dayton. Like, I'm actually almost willing to bet there is in Dayton, but Springfield, Ohio, no. So I say all that to say there's a lot of government assistance housing that's being taken up out there.
up. I mean, I hear rumors that there's landlords ripping off some of the Haitian people, you know, like trying to put multiple families in a house and charging them too much money. I don't know if that's true. It's just stuff I've heard. But yeah, it has affected the market because, you know, like I said, I couldn't even get anybody to call me back for months. Couldn't tell you. I haven't had any problems with anybody. I can tell you that. Again, no cat eating.
How you doing, sir? What's your name?
Pavon.
Pavon. Oh, you own this?
Yeah.
Hey, who they? Let's go.
A great person to talk to, then.
Yeah, for sure.
We've heard a lot of the Haitians that have moved here recently come here often.
Yeah.
What's going on here in Springfield?
They're just like an influx of the population in the Haitian community. I mean, they're protected status here, so they're just like, I mean, obviously I've filled up the town with it, and yeah, that's where we're at right now, pretty much.
You own this laundromat?
Yeah, so my dad owns this laundromat, I own the sneaker store next to it, so I run both things right now, so yeah.
Are your customers primarily Haitian? What's the split?
Before, I would say the last like 2-3 years, I mean, primarily whoever was in town, but yeah, there's a huge influx in, the Haitian community. That's like primarily our like customers like nowadays. So yeah, I will say there's 100% a divide in our town. Thing is like, I just hope that whatever you guys do cover, something good comes out of it, right? Like in the next 5 to 6 years, hopefully there's some sort of unity between everybody. Hopefully there's some sort of change. That's the biggest thing. Like, I feel like you guys should cover.
The cool Indian guy right here.
Just some sort of like way to
probably not Indian though.
Bring people together. This is the guy you want.
Nationality, which I think like Arabic, maybe. I don't know.
How you doing, man?
I'm willing to bet bro's definitely Arabic. I'm tripping. He's definitely. That'd be the thing. Like when it comes to being Hispanic, Arabic, there's so many different nationalities within those nationalities. Like you can be Arabic and be Lebanese. You can be like Saudi Arabia or Arabian, Qatarian. There's so many different ones, bro. And then like when you be black, like you're African American. Maybe I'm a Cincinnatian. That's my ethnicity. I'm really gonna do my 23andMe so I can figure out exactly what am I? I don't know. It's like everybody else knows what they are, but whatever.
YouTube video. We're trying to see what's going on here.
This a guy.
Oh, wait, you running for mayor? Oh yeah, I tried to find you. I know who you are.
So out of pure luck, I met up with Anthony Harris, the guy who went viral for giving this speech at
I saw that.
Springfield's town hall.
These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They flipping cars in the middle of the street. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them like.
And who's been going live on Facebook documenting the constant
and walking off with them and eating them like.
And who's been going live on Facebook documenting the constant car crashes from the new Haitian drivers. We headed to the BMV to see how the Haitians are getting driver's licenses and cars so quickly after moving here despite speaking zero English.
Question for y'all. What are your thoughts on the Haitians? They can't drive? This guy right here, probably a Haitian dude. Yo, bonjour.
You got a cat right beside it.
Stop! That's what I was about to say. I thought Haitian spoke French. That's what I thought. I thought Haitian spoke French, not Hispanic. That's what it was.
Stop, bro. Stop. Do
you said that shit, not me. You take that back. I did shit.
I'll take that back. Bro,
what do you say?
You
do that. You got a cat right beside it. Stop! Do that. Stop, bro. Stop. Do that.
You said that shit, not me. You take that back. I did shit.
I'll take that back. Bro, come on, bro. We be playing, bro. There's nothing wrong with some jokes.
Let's go see what's up. How y'all doing? Question for you.
We saw a Haitian dude and he said he got a cat right beside him. Yo.
Do you know how the Haitians are getting driver's license? Can they transfer their license from Haiti or?
No, they cannot.
Do they have to undergo the same test?
I'm not allowed to answer the personal questions outside of that.
Yo, that is a good question though. Like, wait a minute. So let me get this right. They come over here. They got 3 months to transition. This is just like what I'm thinking about. I'm trying to put this theory together in my head how it works. They come here. They got 3 months to transition into the workforce, find a job. So you're in those first 2-3 months, you're on government assistance, food stamps, maybe Social Security, something like that, some kind of assistant payment thing. And then you get your money. So on that 3rd month, within that time frame, within those 3 months, they're probably trying to make sure that you got a driver license so that you can get a job, right? So maybe, 3 months is enough time to get a driver license. But they don't speak English. That's the crazy part. So if you don't speak English, there's definitely a big disconnect. It has to be, unless you got proper interpreters. But still, within that, nah. Because there's so much things that you have to. These people are probably coming from never driving or driving with no rules. because Haiti's not a developed country. That's why I'm saying that. So either never driving or driving on dirt roads, and then you come into Ohio, the United States, and you are now trying to drive, like, and you got to drive within 3 months, 2-3 months. It's crazy.
Wow. You know what they have to do?
I do not.
Okay.
I really don't know. No, but I know they're getting them quick.
They're getting them quick, right? We can ask.
You are not allowed to take pictures in here, sir.
And the go outside. Sorry. Are they able to transfer their licenses from Haiti to here?
No, not without taking the test. But that's the only question I can answer. I can't answer anything else.
Do you know how the Haitians are getting their driver's license so fast?
I do not.
Okay. All right, that's all I got for you.
I wish you do.
Are they driving pretty good out here or what?
No.
No?
How do you why they put their car in?
Why is that, do you think?
You don't know how to drive in general.
Okay.
I see them driving over there trying to learn how to drive, but I don't think they have to drive at all.
Okay.
I don't even think they should have a license. No lights when they be driving around and nothing.
You think it poses a threat to public safety?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I think they should have the ability to be able to get a license, but they probably should be able to go through the proper training just like anybody else, especially if they don't know English. Then they need to be able to go through a proper, time to first understand the language, because once you understand the language, then you can understand the customs. Once you get acquainted with all that, then you need that time to actually take the classes. Maybe you need that time to get that temp period. So maybe have your temporary license for 3 months, then get into having your own license. I do think that's a big step to go from just not knowing how to drive ever, not even being in America, not knowing English, to suddenly driving within 2 months. That's a big adjustment. And in their defense, it's like the government they working against the people right there. They really are.
Nothing but a headache. All they're doing is raising our rent and our taxes and wrecking vehicles, and there's just been nothing but a hassle since they've been here. It's been horrible.
But keep in mind, though, I guarantee it ain't like thousands of accidents a day. Like my point is like the people that are in this, that are against the Haitians, they probably are letting a few things that they see on social media generalize their whole concept of all the Haitians coming over. And that's not right. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you cut it, that's not right. Because at the end of the day, the government is the one bringing them here. So if you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at the government, not the Haitians. That's my theory on it.
Would you rank their driving from 1 to 10?
A -10. They're horrible.
Do you have to take a driving test here? Oui? Español, sí.
See, you said we. Oh, wait. Hold up. We just said something. Hold up.
Do you have to take a driving test here? Oui?
We.
Español, sí.
See, okay, so it is I think some of them speak French and then some of them speak Spanish. So maybe there's 2 different kind of creoles. There's a Haitian French creole and a Haitian Spanish creole. We figuring out some things on the stream today, y'all. We get smart.
¿Cómo es posible que recibir tu licencia muy rápido?
No, es que por ahora no sé, es que lo que necesito viene acá para preguntar por la información.
Okay. Okay, all right, gracias.
So, with more confusion gained than answers explaining how these Haitians are passing their driver's tests, I headed down to the Springfield Welfare Center where Haitians are apparently clogging the lines for locals, exhausting the town's resources, and overwhelming the employees.
Question, where are you guys from? Haiti? Haiti? Okay. How many Haitians do you think will come out here in line today? That's what we're trying to...
I'll say 80% of the people that come out here will be Haitian.
Okay. Now that, and bro's black. Bro's black. 100% bro's black. Bro was Haitian. You saw the other dude was Haitian. But bro's black. And so
you've been here in Springfield?
I've been here for 7 years now. What takes so long is because they've got only 2 lines that they serve people in there, sometimes 3. And on all 3 of those, they got interpreters for each one, right? When it'll go a lot faster if you had 1 line for people that couldn't, speak English that well, and then have another line for people that can go through the line faster. Because a lot of times they'll have paperwork with them and stuff, they won't have it in order.
We tried the split line for a while. It ended up being less efficient for everybody.
Is this about as long as it gets these days?
I just thought about, you remember Dave Chappelle talking about the poor whites? Like, that's what's going on right here, right? And keep in mind, Dave Chappelle lives in Ohio, and he lives in a small town, Ohio. So like what I was just explaining to you, right? So you got Cincinnati, you got Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Akron, Toledo, stuff like that are your big cities in Ohio. Then you got your small towns. The rest, everything else is basically small towns. Dayton is a small city, but a small city is different than a small town. Something like Springfield, Ohio, town, small town. City is Dayton, small city. But for the bulk of everything else, they're small towns. A lot of these small towns, they're filled with the poor whites. So like Dave Chappelle said, it's the poor whites. It's a difference. And the only reason I'm laughing like this is because I feel like that's where it's they say like that's like Trump's base, right? Like the Republican base, like the North Dakota, South Dakota, the non-big cities. Because if you go to big cities like New York City, that's like a more progressive side, right? So it's also more expensive out there, but progressive side, California, just a complete different land in and of itself. But my point being with all that is this is a whole different kind of battle, because the battle isn't too much about, like, there's two different things. The driving is one thing, right? And if granted, they're in a small town, so the driving is going to be magnified. So you're going to be able to tell who's messing up the driving, right? It's a small town. And on the opposite end, there's also the benefits. That's why I say exhausting the city resources. So the benefits, that's like a big thing there. They're getting mad because the people are getting benefits. Maybe my theory is that they probably will have a big, like, the solution, they have a better chance put them in a bigger city. But then again, you got Chicago, you got New York, you see all of this working out with all the illegal immigrants that are already there. So maybe they're trying to go into small towns now with all the I don't know. America in like the next 20 years is going to be real interesting, because there's a lot of influx of this like mass immigration that's been happening like the last 4 years. I feel like next 20 years we'll be able to see like that society or that generation grow up and see what it does to our society. I feel like it'll be a whole different, like all these small towns and stuff, they're maybe not going to be filled with poor whites anymore. Maybe it'll be filled with a whole bunch of immigrant communities. And then maybe you got a whole bunch of little, like, like, for lack of better comparison, like a bunch of little Chinatowns popping up in little what used to be white towns. It's not Chinatown, it's not Chinese people, but you get what I'm going. Like the whole bunch of little immigrant towns in what used to be small white poor towns like that.
This is a normal Monday. Yeah, we've had worse. But
Francois?
So where would the white people go? I'm not sure. That's a good question. I'm not sure. They'll be there too. Maybe. I don't know.
English? No.
Standing in line 30 minutes, they might only just serve 4 or 5 people.
Got it. How many people do you think will come here this Monday?
This Monday? Yeah. I'm telling you, out of this Monday, I
appreciate all y'all tuning in. I see we got a few tuned in on the tubes, few tuned in on Rumble as well. Hit us the like for that algorithm. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's get to stepping.
figure at least they might see 500.
What do you think the split is between new Haitians that have come in here and Springfieldian OGs, if you will?
I don't know too much about all.
Observationally, what have you seen?
9-1 easy.
Like,
bro just said 9-1. Meaning every 9 Haitians that come in, there's only one regular Springfield native that comes in there. That's crazy. I mean, is it too crazy though? Because you think about it, there's what's causing the population to rise, right? So if they're causing the population to rise, and obviously they're coming over, they're not rich, they're not well off. So I mean, what do they expect? Shouldn't they have planned better for this?
I'm just here because I'm just trying to get them to clear a medical card.
Are the systems stressed right now in Springfield? Can they handle the amount of people coming in?
No, they really can't. I've been trying to get just a simple Medicaid card since June. They took me off of, I'm a vet. They took me off of the disability and made me start paying for my own disability. And I don't know why they took me off. So I had to give them proof of income and disabilities and stuff. I gave them all that. They still ain't did nothing.
So you're a veteran and you're competing with some of the resources they're getting who just came in here?
Yeah. This America. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm saying that the things that the hoops they make us jump through can have you turn on each other in a sense, or say negative things. I don't have anything that's negative to say or bad to say about anybody Haitian. Sure. Know what I mean?
Do you think the town's taking care of?
I like Bruh's approach, to be real with you. And that's the difference between, what seems like, he wasn't the only black person that he interviewed, but the black person, their experience in America is going to be different, right? Like, bro, I'm not beefing with the Haitians. It's mainly the government. He's the only person that really took that approach throughout this whole interview. And I think that's the approach that a lot of the people there should be taking. And I feel like the whole town, just in and of itself, the government officials out there, they're really trying to save face. There's a lot of stuff happening out there, but there was a lack of planning. I feel like they kind of just threw them to a small town. Like, hey, let's just throw some population out there, get some factories going, they get some factory jobs, whatever. But nah, they should have did better with the planning. But bro, right here taking the right approach. Blame the government if you want to blame somebody, not the Haitians that's coming over. It ain't their fault. They looking for a better life, just like anybody else coming over, for real.
They're local residents that were here first and foremost.
Oh no, hell no.
Well, thanks for your service.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good luck in life.
They were bad to say about anybody Haitian.
Sure.
Know what I mean?
Do you think the town's taking care of their local residents that were here first and foremost?
Oh no, hell no.
Well, thanks for your service.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good luck in line.
Like, and the thing is, there's people on Twitter and Instagram that don't think it's real. Like, don't think none of this
we
shit
just
is
we just saw it in real time.
They're like, none of that shit's real that you're saying. There's no way they brought 20,000 people.
English? No English? Okay. That's crazy. If you're a local trying to get your Medicaid, your welfare benefits, etc., you're waiting 2 hours now. Crazy?
Crazy as fuck.
Well, we're 6 minutes away from this woman's house. This woman has stated that people are throwing mattresses on her joint. She is not expecting us. I am just going to show up and knock on her door and see what happens. Hi there. I saw your speech at the city council, and I was wondering if I could interview you. You know, well, I've seen a video of a guy getting a Canadian goose, a Haitian dude, and I have rumors of Haitians taking cats. Tell me what's going on here.
I'm a cat lady, as you can tell.
You have a lot of cats.
Yeah, I have a lot of cats. The goose story, I believe, originated in Columbus. I have not seen it here.
And just for context, you are surrounded, this entire community, most
Columbus. She said that the goose thing was in Columbus. It was not in Springfield. I saw that picture too.
Mostly Haitians now?
Yeah, I believe we're looking at probably about 50% is what I'm saying. But I'm worried. My town is going to pot. Everybody wants to make this into a race issue. It's not a race issue. It's culture, it's accountability, and it's respect. And that's the thing.
I say more than anything, like she said first, it's culture. More than anything, it's a culture thing. That's what I would say. Now we saw earlier in the video, some of them guys, hands down, flat out racist. You know what I'm saying? The one dude didn't even want to say Haitians. He just said they and them. More than anything, it has to be culture, right? They're coming over, they don't understand, they don't speak English. The Haitians are coming from a community of just war and terror, and now they're coming over and they're getting their license. They don't speak English and they driving and used to know driving rules. So now maybe it is some a hangover with the driving thing. Maybe they do want to get their benefits. They're trying to live the best life that they possibly can live, that they were possibly told when they got here. Like, hey, just go there, go to the benefit office and stand in line. And so they ain't doing nothing wrong. And more than anything, it's culture. That's what I say.
Things that I'm not seeing. And the women in this country have fought long and hard for the rights that they have been afforded. And these men in this culture treat their women very badly, and I watch it firsthand. Come on, give me a break.
I did hear Haitian men are like very stern. Like when they come to their women, like they put them in check. You know what I'm saying? You go get in check. You know what I'm saying?
Start acting like you got some sense. The driving of the vehicles is a main sticking point. Haitian men came down with probably a queen-size mattress and threw it in the front yard. Okay. It didn't go very well. I tried to explain. I tried to be nice. Didn't go very well. So
and you explained in English?
Yes. I had to drop the F-bomb and told them, take it and go. So they went down the street and ended up at that house right there.
Got it.
So they've thrown trash in the yard as they walk by. I'm done. I'm tired of dealing with the disrespect. I've never been so disrespected in my life, and my ex-husband has never disrespected me like this. They're not prosecuting for the property crimes, and it's a big mess, and we need some help. I want my city back. I want my people happy, and this is my town. I want to take it back.
Do you think the Haitians here are trying to assimilate to the culture in the town you grew up in?
No, I don't see it. If it is, more power to him. But there's a language barrier. I get it. Okay, but when they are paroled here on the I-94.
Check this out. Why do you think they put them with the poor whites in like small town? Because if you put them in, like I showed you, the Beaver Creek or like the there's Beaver Creek and there's a whole bunch of other more prosperous areas that are in the Dayton city. If you put them in that community, they go get you up out of there. And those are primarily white communities, but they're a little bit more prosperous. Like I said, they're not going to assimilate at all in those communities. And the people there are going to be holding them a little bit more accountable than the people here. I think that's the reason why they're doing this. And I think like long term, that'll be the solution, because I don't think the U.S. plans on stopping bringing immigrants anytime. So like, I don't think the U.S. should completely stop bringing over immigrants. I just think they should have a plan if they go bring them over, or they should be just letting them do it legally. Like, what's wrong with the legal system the way it already is? Like, What's wrong with the way it already is? I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
They get 8 months of English lessons, the first 8 months.
Okay.
If they're not taking advantage of that, then why should we, the taxpayer, have to turn around and have our services overwhelmed? They're saying 20,000, and I am saying between 35 and 40 with the birth rates and the things that I see going on. So I don't know who's to blame. I don't know whose door to start kicking in. Mike DeWine, if you see this, Mike DeWine, get a hold of me. I really would like to have a word with you. And I
Look at that face. Mike DeWine is the governor of Ohio.
promise I won't yell at. Somebody get a hold of me. I don't care who, get a hold of me. I need some solutions. I'm losing my mind.
And that's how we're going to end that. Yo, that was really good. I feel like it was really something that would has to be talked about. Give me 1 second here, Big Steppers. Chat on screen. If you got any chats, feel free to leave a chat. If you got any, you know what I'm saying, leave a chat for the chat. You know what I'm saying? That, I mean, to me, like I said, the biggest thing going on in Springfield, Ohio, it seems like there's a culture disconnect, right? One people do things one way, believe in what the one thing, the other people, they do things another way and they believe in another thing, right? So I think that's the biggest thing that's going on. I don't think there's necessarily a racism thing going on. Of course, there's racism in everywhere, right? There's racism everywhere when it comes to white people being racist and other races being racist too. In Springfield, Ohio is a small town. It's a very small town, primarily white, but it's the poor whites. And they're sticking the illegal or not illegal immigrants, but they said they're coming over on a visa, but the mass immigration just right into the small, poor white town. And it's just not mixing. It's not mixing well. Not mixing well. That's basically what's going on. All of that being said, guys, hit a like for the algorithm. I got one more thing I want to show you guys on this whole subject, and we'll get up out of here, get the step in as always. All right, one more thing. Give me 1 second, Big Steppers. And we saw that. Gotta X that out. Right. It's our city. Saw that. Bang. All right. Oh. And Springfield. Oh. Okay. Here we are. And this is what WBNS 10 TV. Last thing, we're going to get up out of here. All right.
About, I know that I knew. The places they were talking about. I know the neighborhoods that they're talking about. I know what goes on in Snyder Park. I know that there's ducks and geese all year long, and then to hear that people are feeding off of those wild animals, it's preposterous.
Today's Haitians, tomorrow may be Somalian, it may be African, it may be German, it may be, but we need to stop this today because Martin Luther King fought for this, and we cannot sit back and watch it revive again.
There are fear, a lot of fears going on right now. Some of them are talking about leaving Springfield. Some of them are scared for their life. It's a little bit tough for us.
Okay. So right there, I wanted to just let you guys, like I said, I wanted to try to dip into the other view as much as possible. I know the Tyler Oliveira dude, he makes great content. He does remain middle of the road most of the time, but he does lean a little bit more conservative just with his content. You can always tell where somebody kind of leans to. So I wanted to end it with this because this is more, like I said, showing the other side of things. People are saying it's not happening. This one part did make me like it's really annoying, to be real with you. Let's watch it one more time.
It may be African, it may be German, it may be, but we need to stop this today because Martin Luther King fought for this, and we cannot sit back and watch it revive again.
What?
German, it may be, but we need to stop this today because Martin Luther King fought for this.
What did Martin Luther King fight for? What did Martin Luther King fight for, bro? Like this is what it, like I said, it really does. It's annoying, to be real with you, because it's like, bro, what did Martin Luther King fight for? Did Martin Luther King fight for little black girls and little black boys to join hands? And this is why, again, this is our fault, right? As a community, we don't distinguish what it means to be black. Is this Haitian woman suddenly black? And look, I'm not even the one. So, like, I know, I don't know, I don't care how it sounds. I'm trying to explain to you my meaning of it. I grew up in a primarily white school when I went to like middle school and up, right? So I spent 6 years in the inner city schools, and the opposite, the next 6 years, were in a primarily white school in the suburbs. Uh, there was some African kids that were in that suburbs, right? So when I say primarily white, I'm talking like 90 to 95% white, and the rest is everything else, right? You got Asian, Indian. That's what I can say. Ironically enough, it was like primarily white, but it was more diverse than the inner city school that I went to. The inner city school that I went to was like 99% black, 1% white. And that 1% was made up of teachers and a few students. And that's the crazy part, right? Teachers were mainly white. But either way, to go to Mason or to the school that I went to, whatever, 90 to 95% is literally white. And that extra 10 to maybe 15% is, Asian, Muslim, and I'll say Arabic, not just Muslim, but Arabic, African, black, and whatever else, Hispanic, right? So you got a whole melting pot of stuff. So that 15% made my experience more like the real world than it would have been if I had stayed in the inner city Cincinnati public school system, right? So this being said, I got to see diversity. Now, of course, we talk about this part right here. I'm gonna play it again.
And it may be, but we need to stop this today because Martin Luther King fought for this, and we cannot sit back and watch it.
Martin Luther King fought for this. So she's trying to say that Martin Luther King fought for Haitians to be in Martin Luther King fought for Haitians to be in assimilating inside of the American economy. Martin Luther King didn't fight for Haitians. He fought for black people. He fought for African Americans. Let's just clear that up. Let's not miscue stuff, because African Americans and black people are two different things. To go back to my upbringing, I went to school where this isn't a good story. It's not a good thing, not even a good feeling, but it's really happened. There were Africans that were racist towards me. I know that sounds crazy. I can't even say it without laughing, but no, I swear to God, there was real life Africans that was racist towards me. And I had like black homies that were like cool with Africans, but like some of them didn't like me. They thought I was just too black, like, and they thought I was like American black, you know what I'm saying, cocky and like stuff like that, right? That's what their problem were with black people. Feel like they were cocky or like better than everybody, or like just loud, obnoxious, ghetto. Like they were literally just like ghetto and all, like, but I'm not a ghetto person, like, but that's what that's what their this feeling, and like the way that they would react towards me, and like they would tell some of my other black homies who they were cool with that they didn't like me because I was this way, and like people I never even talked to, or people that if I talk to them, I'm in your presence, like, yo, what's up, how you doing? And like I'm always, that's the kind of person I've always been. I'm just always a person who I can just start a conversation if I feel like it. Most of the time I'm a laid back person. I don't feel like talking to you anyway, for real. But that being said, they were really just racist just because I was black and they were African. They liked white people more. Literally, like Africans, Haitians, all that kind of stuff, or all those kind of people of ethnicities that went to my school from 6th or 7th grade to 12th grade on a primarily white school, they liked white people more than they liked the black people. And when I say black people, the people of black culture. And when I say of black culture, I mean hip hop. I mean, when you think of hip hop culture, rap music, that type of culture, sports, all that kind of stuff. They called us racist, bro. Like they literally, like, they're racist towards us. Like they would be calling us in words, like with the ER. Like, you feel me? So I can't even say it on here because if it make me feel uncomfortable. Like they call us in words with the ER. And these are Haitians, Africans. All these people would literally be racist towards us black people. And this was a real thing. White people didn't get it. White people be like, man, I don't get why they don't like you. Bro, I don't get it either. Like, I swear to God. But on the flip side, there was some of my black homies who didn't like them either. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. Some of my black homies will be like, yo, I don't mess with them. You know, they smell this way, or they look like this, or they eat this. This is what really was happening. So for this lady in Springfield, Ohio, somewhere that I'm very familiar with, To sit back and say that Martin Luther King fought for this, it's a lie. Blatant face lie. No, he didn't. Martin Luther King didn't have any thoughts of Haitians. I'm sure Haitians got their own political leaders and revolutionary people. Don't try to steal ours. That's all I'm saying. Don't come and take ours because you don't know where yours are at. Don't take ours. So that's my whole idea with it. Let's play one
African,
more
it
time.
may be German, it may be, but we need to stop this today because Martin Luther King fought for this, and we cannot sit back.
No, he didn't. Now, Martin Luther King did fight for the inclusion of all people. Yes, he did. I ain't gonna act like he didn't. He just wanted everybody to be equal and not be judged on the color of your skin, but the content of your character. But don't sit back and quote our political leaders like he talked about Haitians. He was not talking about Haitians. I know this is petty. This is so petty right now, but it's very important. It's so important in my head because we can't sit back and act like we had the same experience. A Haitian person coming over here in America does not have the same experience growing up as a young black man or a young black kid coming up from the inner city and growing and try to make it from the inner city. You don't have the same experience as us. Don't act like you do. And that's my issue when it comes to a lot of stuff when they try to lump black people all together. Like, don't lump black people all together just because we're all black and we share that skin complexion. There is a cultural difference. Martin Luther King was not talking about Haitian people, Germans, or whoever else she just named. Let's actually go back, play it one more time. That's it. We're gonna end on this subject, but I feel like it needs
Today's
to be set straight.
Haitians, tomorrow may be. Today's Haitians, tomorrow may be Somalian, it may be African, it may be German, it may be, but we need to stop this today because
today's Haitian, but tomorrow it may be Somalian, African, German. I thought Somalia was a part of Africa, but whatever. Either way, she's lumping everybody in as color. It's not. It's a major difference. There were black people who enslaved other black people, and I say black, I'm speaking about Africans. There were Africans who enslaved other Africans. That does not make us equal just because we're the same skin complexion. When I say equal, I mean by equal as far as our cultural background. Culturally, we're completely different. Martin Luther King had nothing to do with you, respectfully. Any Haitians, people watching this, or any other body of other background or other origins. It ain't nothing against y'all, but I'm just saying don't come and take our people. Don't come and leave Malcolm X alone. Leave Martin Luther King alone. He was for us. He was not for you. Let's get that straight. Martin Luther King stood for black people. He did not stand for, because think about it. Why would he stand for illegal immigrants or just immigrants in general when the black people were not being treated and still aren't being, I mean, I feel like now we got equal opportunity as much as possible. I mean, way more equal enough to where I don't complain about the opportunity that black people have in this country, to be real with you. Well, my point is, don't sit back and act like this is what Martin Luther King fought for. No, he didn't. He fought for black people. Malcolm X fought for black people. Huey Newton fought for black people. These are black activists. And by black African-American, by African-American, we're talking about people who were raised in black African-American culture, not Haitians. Y'all were out there in a whole nother island, in a whole nother experience. He was not fighting for you, respectfully. So don't say Martin Luther King was fighting for Haitians. He wasn't. That really just struck a chord with me because I don't think that's right. Everything else, y'all, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Let me come back here. Come back. All the big steppers tuning in. I appreciate y'all tuning in today, man. It's been a really great stream. Got on here. We'll be back this week. Check out some clips. I've been reading the comments. I'm going to respond to the comments. We're live in the morning, and yes, it is morning time. I know it's 1:26 p.m., but it's morning time on the West Coast, right? And what time is it on the West Coast? It's like 10, 11, 12. It's 10, 11, 12, 1, 11, 11 to 1, 1 to 2, 2. So it's like 10 o'clock on the West Coast. Yeah, 10:26. 10:26 on the West Coast, y'all. So it's still morning time. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. Again, as always, until next time, you know what to do. Get the stepping, get the stepping, get the stepping. Hey, I always try to look right here and like look up there. That's the thing. Like, it's so weird. I was looking at myself, but I'm not looking at myself. It is what it is, whatever.